Yeah, my name's Tyler Bell. I'm a lefty-ish streamer. What is that, and who cares that it exists? No, because none of those names mean anything to me or anyone else. So that's just completely fucking useless. To interview the people. Did you go to their houses? Who gives a fuck? Because I am like Proverbs the lion. I am emboldened by the fact that I am right.
Like now we're trying to respond to the information. Footage we have used has been paid for it through the license.
No. And I win. Told you, I don't give a shit after the first 10 minutes. I am not going to let you get away with fucking plagiarism.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the goddammit internet. Today, we're talking about a YouTuber who may actually have some of the worst takes on YouTube. That's right, today we're talking about the streamer Westside Tyler. Now, the streamer recently got my attention with his YouTube video, Lore Lodge admits he plagiarized and gets stomped in debate he paid for. Now, Lore Lodge is a 500k YouTuber, and in this video, the lefty streamer proves that he might just be the worst streamer ever. Now, in this specific video, our boy Tyler calls out Lore Lodge's video titled, "You Were Lied To About Killdozer," which is an hour and 15-minute video about how the information from the Netflix movie Tread, the biggest piece of media around the 2004 Killdozer, had information missing or altered from the other pieces of media Lore Lodge had found. You may be sitting there asking yourself, well, how's he the worst streamer ever? What could he even criticize? Whoa, well, Tyler has made up to 4 videos now about this specific YouTuber, and his biggest concern was that the YouTube video was plagiarized. Now, I'm here to show you that this is not only an awful take, but I'm also here to say that Westside Tyler is in no position to say a single thing that comes out of his goddamn mouth. So the initial video I wanted to talk about was actually from a 4-hour live stream this guy did.
Your boy, Westside. We're gonna start by beating up on a pig. Lore Lodge, who's an internet conspiracy theorist, I guess. I'm not highly fucking aware of what the rest of his stuff is. And it's the first 11 minutes is what I watched. And it is a plagiarism.
So he starts off the stream by announcing that he's only watched 10 minutes of a 1 hour and 15-minute YouTube video. For comparison, that's like if you read the first chapter of a book and said, yeah, you know, this is all I need, and then wrote a whole article about how bad the novel is.
I don't know why this guy is trying to talk to me. I would...
He then goes on to admit that if he was in Lore Lodge's position, he wouldn't speak to him. Like, guy, have some respect for yourself. I mean, you can't be that difficult to talk to.
Actually, I really do want to watch this fucking Vosh video.
Oh yeah, did I forget to mention? Tyler is probably the biggest Vosh hate watcher on the planet. He has made over 10 YouTube videos in the last 3 months. Not 10-minute videos, not 20-minute videos, an hour each. And to get the gist of what Tyler has to say about Vosh, this is what he spent the first hour of his stream doing before he went on to do his debate.
Almost ubiquitously an unattractive guy. I know people give him a lot of, they're like, Vosh is hot, right? Like, not, first off, not to me. I have to cut out pictures of him, and the shape of his head is always repellent coated. If I replicate, this is what Vosh's posture looks like.
So yeah, I guess you could say that this guy has some pretty scholar-level roast. But seriously, this guy makes so much content about Vosh, but somehow he can't just take the criticism everyone on the internet has about this guy. And that is he likes fucking child horse porn!
Nice right now? We've all jerked it to Lolly at some point or another. We have at some point in our lives been going fucking crazy on some hentai site, and we've been fucking stroking as hard and fast as we can, and then after we nut, we go back, look over our history tab, and we go like, oh jeez. Oh boy. Some of these girls looked pretty young. Okay, I don't give a fuck.
Like seriously, stop watching this guy and feeding into him and his content. Or at least if you do, make fun of his deprived criminal activity and move on. Anyway, after this section of the video, he then goes on to the Lore Lodge debate.
And so hopefully, you know, we can come to some kind of understanding and middle ground and agreement here. From what I understood, the problem that you seem to have with our video on Killdozer was more in regards to what you perceive to be copyright violations and plagiarism rather than the actual arguments we made. That's what I came to understood.
Yeah, I think you plagiarized, from what I read through.
So what Tyler read through was the first 11 minutes of an over hour-long YouTube video that Tyler was able to turn into over 3 hours of monetizable content.
The first 11 minutes. I used to be a journalist for a while. Obviously, I went to college as well.
Clearly college-level academics. But seriously, after he gives a bit of backstory, Tyler is then able to tell us the real reason why in the first 11 minutes of a 1 hour and 15-minute YouTube video deserved to be criticized so heavily.
How does he know what the concrete workers are feeling? 041. So at 0 minutes and 41 seconds, you say the feelings of concrete workers. You provide no citation.
I just want to take a second to show you the clip.
And while nobody could see inside, they were all pretty sure that they knew who was controlling it. Marvin Heemeyer.
That's the fucking clip. In this moment, Tyler somehow believes that Lore Lodge is a plagiarizing thief because he came to the conclusion about the feelings of people shooting a fucking bulldozer tank. This is a moment where if Tyler knew one inkling of information, he wouldn't have said this, because it said in the fucking YouTube video that Marvin was attacking specific buildings that were related to the people who wronged him. So, you know, police who knew there was conflict between these people, and the fact that no one was killed made it obvious that it was the only guy who bought a fucking bulldozer and never took it outside. This is such a stupid thing to complain about.
At 11 minutes and 13 seconds, Matt Reed, picture stolen from Tread. So you guys did do a copy. It seems almost every single one of the headshots you used, or a vast majority of them, particularly for the interviews with the information you guys can only get from Tread, you just took screenshots of those individuals that they interviewed in that movie and then used them. That specifically, you got that information from Tread.
So the next thing Tyler is complaining about here is that they stole an interview and headshot from the movie. I'm just going to play it in context.
People would take their rigs to Marv, who would take stock steel and bend it custom to every machine, and he did this to form a bumper. And according to Spencer, these bumpers were so strong that a rider could plow through trees 4 to 5 inches thick.
So in the context, all the things going on right now give us information about how Marvin was an amazing welder. But because he used a headshot from the movie and a quote from the movie, then it's plagiarism. Tyler, this on YouTube is what we call transformative content. If he just played the movie clip with the original audio, you could call that plagiarism. But my god, dude, plagiarism is trying to pass off someone's work as your own. Lore Lodge went through the effort to gather everything together, edit it, used his own voice. Netflix doesn't own the words to the right someone said, nor is it an issue to take a single frame out of the 120,000 that were used in the Tread movie and crop 70% of it. If that's not fair use, I don't know what is.
For 10 minutes, you only cited twice that you shit that you just randomly stole from Killdozer or fucking Tread.
I did not steal it, dude.
You did. That's just plagiarism. It's just fucking plagiarism.
It's a summary, Tyler.
It's a plagiarism. You plagiarized the summary.
I did actually watch the complete video from Lore Lodge, and they're right. It's a summary because the premise of this YouTube video is to critique and fact check parts of the movie. So giving a summary of a topic would be expected, so there's some level of context. How else are you supposed to appeal to the widest audience without including what you're talking about? Also, there's no 10-minute version of the entire Tread movie. How could the summary possibly be lifting from anything else? Who else made a 10-minute summary of Tread? Oh, only Lore Lodge? Oh, yeah, nobody else? Oh, yeah, that checks out. Clearly plagiarized. Guys, we got him.
And I win.
So one of the things you bring up in the original video, also what you just brought up now, are elements of B-roll that we do use through story blocks through a paid subscription that we have.
Which means every single person whose footage we have used has been paid for it through the license.
No. Because
Yes.
you guys used B-roll. The welding footage is actually from Tread.
And
Where you
we
have the
cited
guy
it as
welding.
being from Tread when we said throughout the video.
No,
that
it's
we
you have
were
to cite it when it's
discussing the documentary.
you.
Since we were repeatedly saying that we were discussing the movie Tread and saying things were from the movie Tread, that maybe we didn't need to put the exact citation there every single time we use.
You do, which is a lack of citation. That enough as a single instance would be enough to, in some cases, get you expelled from most colleges.
So the genius now brings in academics into the picture, basically saying that despite the fact that YouTube is an online video sharing platform, it is somehow supposed to be at college level standards. Half of fucking YouTube is degenerative dropouts. You really think anyone gives a shit? Also, all of Tyler's takes from this point on, he starts comparing college essays to YouTube videos. Not to talk shit about writers, but YouTubers have to write their script. They also have to present audio and visual experience, something Tyler is obviously well versed in with his amazing YouTube videos.
There are people right now that can deadlift 3 times Vosh's weight. Deadlift 3 times Vosh's weight, and they have not gone a single session to the gym in 6 years without smoking pot. High as fuck. Kind Because it feels good.
Absolutely riveting content. Not to mention Westside Tyler uploaded 36 videos last month. That's more videos than there were days last month. This is clearly someone who's putting in college level effort for all of his YouTube videos.
Who of valuable academic note uses your methodology at all? You should have, that should be off the top of your head, because when I say my type of citations, I can say literally every journalist in America that uses the AP style guide can use that.
Meineke, George Eggers, Giambattista Vico, Leopold von Ranke, Ernst Troeltsch, Mark Bevier, J.G.A. Pocock, Benedetto Croce, Quentin Skinner, Wilhelm Ditty, R.G. Collinwood. Would you prefer that I continue going on?
No, because none of those names mean anything to me or anyone else. So that's just completely fucking useless.
This is another habit of Tyler where he likes to dismiss every single piece of evidence that disproves his statement. Tyler asked, who writes in your writing style? Then was given those names. Then says, no, that doesn't matter. Like, you're actually insane.
Tyler, because you're a journalist. The name Julian Assange doesn't mean anything to historians.
Well, when you're doing a fucking documentary, maybe you should try to stick with the journalistic methodology of the people whose material you're literally ripping off to create what you wanted to rip off or create.
Okay. I'm trying to explain to you that the way I wrote this was not in line with journalistic standards. I wrote this.
Well, it's not in line with any academic standards of any reputable academics I know on Earth.
So Mr. OG Westside thinks that A documentary, let alone a YouTube documentary, should be held to the same guidelines as journalism, and B, when someone says a YouTube video is not in line with your journalism degree, it means that it doesn't have any fucking standards in the fucking universe.
Tyler, quick question.
Yeah.
If you're critiquing something, considering the majority of the video that we created was critiquing the documentary, how are you supposed to do that other than cite the documentary?
You use it referentially during it.
Now, throughout the video, I do, in fact, it's not necessarily in the first couple of minutes, but I do repeatedly reference the fact that we had used the documentary Tread as a source, and that many things in this came from Tread, and I say, as said in Tread, and as this person said in Tread, and as
yeah. So you, we can hop into that right now. I think I counted maybe 2 times that you did that in the first 11 or so minutes. It might be 3 if I missed one.
It's a total of 15 throughout the entire video.
Well, yeah, I'm not talking about the entire video. I don't need to watch the entire video. Yes, I need to watch where you fucking plagiarized. Tyler, once you've plagiarized, why would I entertain the entirety of the rest of the trash that you made out?
The intro section of the video is a summary section. Okay? We included things in the following section, the history of Marvin Heemeyer, that are not present in the documentary, and we contradicted the documentary on multiple points.
Who gives a fuck?
Like, do you guys understand where I'm coming from with this? Every time he gets his point proven wrong, he just blabbers over everyone else and says, like, who actually cares? This is such an awful way to respond to anything. Tyler can't wrap his head around the fact that there was no citation problems wrong with this video. How are you supposed to talk about a movie without including any information about the movie? That's like if CinemaSins wasn't able to include any footage from the movie anymore. All you got to watch was a black image. I'm sure this is exactly what everyone on YouTube is going to want to watch. Tyler even gets proven wrong that he should have watched the whole video to get the full context and not just take loose information and run into Walmart and try to get a hate mob going, which is basically what he's doing by making all these YouTube videos about these guys.
Which, by the way, it's an hour and 15 minutes long.
Yes, that means essentially more than once every 10 minutes.
More than once every 10. You have to cite every fact, Aiden.
I gave the exact articles I got things from.
Where? Oh, I love this one. I looked this up. You put it behind a $1 paywall.
Is this guy seriously tripping about $1 fucking dollar? Like, dude, I've given more to homeless people on the street. You're asking for the entire script, notes, sources, bathroom time codes, and image references. All for free? If you want access to excessive information that usually people don't go deep diving into, just pay the fucking dollar.
Tyler, when you wrote an article and you put it out on the internet, were you paid?
Yes, I wasn't paid for the article. I wasn't paid for the article. I was paid a salary.
Okay, so if you had not been paid to put the article out, would you have put the article out?
Obviously not.
Okay, all I've done is write an article and put it out for people to pay for. People pay for
the fuck up.
What's this, the third time the Westside OG gets refuted on a simple argument, then tells these YouTubers to shut the fuck up? Only something a high intellect college graduate like Tyler could do.
What? You bring it up the second you mention the thing, so people know what the fuck you're talking about.
Tyler, it's a video essay. It's not a
Just take a screenshot of the article, Aiden!
Remember, Tyler believes that you should screenshot every article and make your content boring. Or, you know, actually try to make an interesting way to present information in an original way that's unique to their channel.
Did you do the groundwork to interview the people? Did you go to their houses? Did you sit down and videotape them? You did not. You did not do the work. Another man did, and then you snatched from him the fruits of his labors. I'm not screaming, crying, whining like a baby. I can hear you mauled.
Okay, guys, keep track here. These are the ones who are molding. Not this guy. These guys. No, but actually, why does Tyler think that suddenly they need to waste their time and money interviewing old people who wouldn't have anything different to say that hasn't already been said? Again, this is a YouTube video. People make these in their grandma's fucking basement drinking Red Bulls and smoking meth.
I at everybody so they know I'm talking about them. Okay, everybody. Cool. I at Vosh every like 3 times a week.
Yes, because you're a little attention whore. We get it. Now,
I'm attention whore. We're on YouTube, dipshit.
Love that Tyler can admit that he's an attention whore and that's why he's on YouTube.
You're not better than anybody. As a matter of fact, you're considerably worse because you're a fucking content mill channel.
So,
we're not a content mill.
You are absolutely a fucking plagiarizing content mill.
Okay,
everyone, close your eyes real quick. Now tell me the difference between these two channels. Which one is a content mill? Every single one of Westside Tyler's videos are from him live streaming. He has not even at any point tried to make a single piece of original content. All of his videos aren't even edited by him. Tyler's method of uploading is flooding YouTube with every general thing that's happened online, or he just goes on stream and watches fucking YouTube. Like his top 8 most viewed videos are all about one fucking guy. So again, which of these two are content mills?
Tyler,
oh my god, yes. I am so, dude, you're making my fucking career right now. Do you know how big this is going to be?
Tyler,
I am going to literally make this into a whole fucking thing. And I'm going to write about more of your videos. You called me IPOS. This is my favorite part. He called me in praise of shadows. And I know you were trying to fucking, oh, look, I'm a big guy.
In praise of shadows.
I'm a big guy. You're like in praise of shadows. You're like that cringe guy that's going to fall apart, but I'm not.
I think you can tell where some of the motivation for Tyler's persistency through his numerous videos is that Tyler thinks that he's right and won't give up, and somehow thinks that being ignorant and obnoxious is the way to get the attention you want and to make his career. This is a 36-year-old man. There is no reason for him to genuinely believe that this is not completely fucked.
I know that you're going to think of me every time you see my name, Tyler, and that just fills me with joy.
After I hang up on you in 5 minutes to go do my other show.
Oh, important rich guy. Important rich guy. Say you're important and rich. Say you're important and rich. Say
this isn't the show that makes me money, Tyler. This is the
okay, yeah. That's all. Okay, you're going to drive your normal car. Tell me about the big car. Come on. Tell me you're important and rich. Tell me.
Tyler, you tried to make it a big deal.
Tell me you're important and rich. I don't want to hear about me. Tell me about you. You're important, you're rich. Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
The only reason I brought up how much money the channel makes, which is all being reinvested into the podcast network we're building, the reason I told you that is because you said that we spent $17 like that was a big deal.
Whoa. Sorry for pocket watching you on paying people to show up.
Dude. Do you really think you look good right now, Tyler?
I fucking look awesome.
I think Tyler would really love if you guys could comment how awesome you guys think Tyler did in this debate. Also, yeah, throughout the video, Tyler consistently talks about how he was paid to be there. It's even in the title. And again, it's $17. You could have used that money to buy 17 Lore Lodge Patreons. This is just sad. But it's alright, everyone, because now it gets biblical in the chat.
Just, if you're reading the Bible, hop over to James 2:10. For whosoever shall keep the whole law and yet offend in one point, he is guilty of all. For your video.
Tyler, are you a Christian or a Jew?
I'm a fucking Catholic. How dare you?
Okay, you're pretty bad at it.
Why? Because I just quoted the fucking... Oh, is it because I quoted King James and not the NSV?
No, it's because you're quoting scripture out of context to try and make a point about something that isn't even religious, you lying fuck.
Oh, no, I'm not.
No, I'm not. Yes, you are. You should be criticizing him for copyright and plagiarism, not using God to justify your argument. Now, Tyler does this because when he has real information that challenges him, it looks like this.
In the video, I said these words. In a June 17th, 2004 article, Brower wrote the following.
One article. Is that where every article's from there? Everything. Because that's the one citation. That's every single fucking article.
Everything Brower wrote in 2004 was written for Sky High News.
In one article.
This was the only article he wrote that day.
That day. You just said a year. You just said a year.
No, I said...
And then you said that's the article he wrote that day.
Tyler, if you...
Do you understand that?
Tyler, I said in a June 17th, 2004 article. Tyler.
Yeah.
You did not.
Was okay? That's a citation for one specific thing. Was every single bit of information that you used in the entire documentary relative to that one citation, or is that only for one specific thing?
For the first time, after the intro section, which is again a summary, after I mentioned a source for the first time.
Well, you didn't really mention the source. You kind of suggested one exists, but you didn't say when, where,
Tyler,
what news.
I said in a June 17th, 2004 article.
Like, this conversation genuinely just goes around in a circle because Tyler can't understand when he's wrong and can't stop himself from speaking or constantly trying to prove himself.
This was fucking awesome. Thanks, guys. Both of you. Thanks for having me on. If this is it, we're done. Take it easy, both of you guys. I'm out. See ya. I had a good time. Fuck, that felt good.
And just like that, Tyler ends the call and busts all over his screen, feeling like he totally won this epic debate. So, a final fun fact about Tyler. Remember how he was gloating about his journalism and his works of journalism? Well, it turns out he only went to school for 4 years of journalism, and only actually worked for a total of 2 years in journalism. And on the same stream as the debate, he admits this.
College papers, which I have a minor in English and a major in photojournalism.
That's right, not a major in journalism, not a major in English, a major in photojournalism. That is literally the biggest waste of your time type of degree. He's not the guy who writes the articles, he's the one who takes pictures for them. Now, if you think that Tyler is the only one who thinks that Lord Lodge totally got destroyed in this debate, well then let me direct your attention over to this YouTuber.
It's stealing Tyler's content time, stealing Tyler's content time because we have no shame.
That's right, the same guy who agrees with Tyler that he plagiarized content starts off his own stream and YouTube video admitting that he's stealing content from someone else. I can't believe this whole side of the internet is really this hypocritical, but the reason I'm bringing this guy up is because he's best buds with Tyler, and most likely shares an audience with him, but he still has this to say.
Nope, Tyler.
Well, I'll tell you who people's someone who doesn't want their citation to be looked at. Well, we'll see if this is true or not. Tyler's a slippery devil. He might have been lying. We'll see.
I don't know how this guy can actually side with Tyler when he believes that Tyler is someone who could lie in the first place. That shouldn't be a guy you look for information if you think that he has even the slightest chance to make up information.
Close, but no donut, I'm afraid.
So yeah, guys, in conclusion, BreadTube is a dangerous trap to fall into because it's filled with these nonsensical, lousy arguments coming from people who truly are in no place to speak about any of the bullshit they talk about. And if you guys like this video, I will stick to the journalistic standard and go to Tyler's house and interview him for absolutely no reason. I'm not joking at all. I will wait there until I get an interview, like every other journalist in America would, because I care about the facts.